In this video, I'm going to tell you guys exactly how to start investing on the Moomoo Singapore app in 2025. I've personally been investing in US and Singapore stocks through the Moomoo Singapore app in the last 2 to 3 years, and I've made around $10,000 through investing. Now let's be clear, those are not unrealized gains that could go away at any time, but instead that's money that's already sitting in my bank account. I'm pretty sure that a lot of you guys want to get started with investing, but there's so much information out there that you kind of get overloaded and paralyzed just by reading them. I definitely wish I had a simple video like this to outline exactly how to get started with investing, and more importantly how to progress and continue my investment journey as I get more and more comfortable to take on more risk. So in this video, I'm going to explain the 3 different levels of investing that you can do on the Moomoo Singapore app so that you can start earning money as soon as day 1. So the first stage of investing would be what I would like to call investing for noobs. You don't really know what to do yet, you have no investing knowledge at all, apart from that one friend that's out there always giving free advice and asking you to invest in the next big hot thing. It could be crypto, it could be Bitcoin, it could be real estate and all these other things, but you really don't know what you're doing. Honestly, at this stage, we've all been there, and you don't want to overwhelm yourself with so many things because the world of investing is huge and complicated. Honestly, even though I've been investing for so many years, I still feel like a beginner and there's so many things out there to learn. In fact, you never really know whether you are a beginner, an intermediate or an expert. I would say that the people who are saying that they are in the expert region, you should actually be more wary of them because these are people who maybe haven't lost money before, and you're just at a different phase of investing. Anyone who has lost money enough from investing would know that actually nobody really knows anything. But you basically want to start off with small amounts of money that you can afford to lose, and this means that this is the excess money that you have after you are left with your expenses, taxes and savings put aside. You also want to start with taking a small amount of risk and slowly build your risk appetite. You basically want to get comfortable with small amounts of investing with small risk. A perfect way of doing this, in my humble opinion, would be money market funds on the Moomoo Singapore app. So money market funds are basically funds that invest into short-term and low-risk investments, so it's perfect for a beginner to get started with. Even if you're not a total beginner and you just have some spare cash just lying around and you're waiting to buy the stocks in a bit, you can also earn interest on it every single day on the app itself. Moomoo Singapore offers a couple of money market funds, which are the Fullerton SGD Liquidity Fund, the Fullerton SGD Cash Fund, and the CSOP USD Money Market Fund. The first 2 funds are giving 2.8% and 3% returns respectively, while the CSOP Money Market Fund gives the highest at 4.22% annually. They also pay out every day, so you can see your returns very nicely and get your foot in the door without losing sleep at night. Now I know what you're thinking, oh, it's easy for me to promote this because I don't use it and I don't need to take any risk. Well, I've been investing into the CSOP Money Market Fund since September of last year, so I'm right about that 6-month mark of investing. I invested around $9,000 and in the month of January, I have earned a total of $34.62, which is right about $46.73 in Sing dollars. You can see from the screenshot here that it pays out every day and I get around $1+ US dollars every single day. The amount invested has also since increased to $27,000 US dollars because I just happen to have some idle cash in my account and I wanted to earn a good interest on it since it's just sitting there waiting for things to happen. So if you're ready to invest in the Moomoo Singapore app, then this next part might just be for you. If you're new to investing and you're considering a platform to invest on, then perhaps the Moomoo Singapore app might be just the one for you. If you're a long-term follower of my channel, you'll notice that I don't usually promote apps, products, or even do sponsorships yet. I'm purely promoting this right now because I use the Moomoo Singapore app myself for almost all of my investments, and I have over $100,000 invested on this app itself, so I definitely believe in using it. I wouldn't be promoting it to you guys if I'm not using it myself. Because I'm a partner with them, if you sign up with my link down below in the description box, you'll earn an additional $20 just by simply depositing $100 and performing 1 buy trade. If you're balling with cash from your ang pao money or your bonuses, then feel free to deposit more money in, as you'll be eligible for more benefits like getting a Tesla stock and earn up to $2,266. There's also a Chinese New Year ang pao lucky draw with a 100% chance of winning, so honestly, you guys who are signing up right now, you're really lucky, so please take advantage of this deal before it expires. Your goal is obviously to invest money towards the almighty retirement and also financial freedom, and now Moomoo Singapore is literally paying you and speeding up this entire process. Now back to the video. So once you have been exposed to investing and have been doing it for a while, then comes level 2, which is the intermediate investor. Now I know what you're thinking, it's time to let loose and just go crazy. Let's invest in whatever you want whenever we want. If you want to do that, please head to the casino right now where you can gamble away all your money without anyone talking about it, because investing is not like that. I'm not saying that you won't lose money with investing, but instead I want you to think of taking it as a calculated risk. You do a certain amount of research to convince yourself that it is a good decision, and then you invest your hard-earned money. When we're talking about money market funds, it was all about keeping the money as liquid as possible and investing with low risk. Well, with that also comes lower returns. So in this stage, we're going to explore higher returns, which means higher risk. For me, after the money market funds, I started to look into investing into Singapore stocks on the Moomoo Singapore app. I wanted to really diversify my income sources and be paid through investing as well. I started to invest into dividend-giving stocks, specifically the real estate investment trusts. So basically, these companies, they pool together this money from investors like myself, and what they do is they use that money to buy properties around Singapore, and then they rent it out to other people. They also collect that rental from those people, and then they distribute it back to us investors as dividends. So it's honestly a really nifty way of investing into the real estate sector without having to deal with messy tenants or broken pipes or toilets anytime soon. So I usually go for dividend stocks that give me at least 5% dividend yield as well, and the two stocks that fit this criteria were the CapitaLand Mall REITs and the Ascendas REITs. So far, this is what my portfolio looks like. I have invested $28,000 into Ascendas REITs and $22,000 into CapitaLand Mall REITs. Additionally, I have also around $9,000 in DBS Bank stock, which also gives dividends. Overall, it brings the portfolio to a crisp $60,000. Considering a 5% dividend yield, this portfolio should pay me around $3,000 every single year, even if I stop adding to it from this point onwards. It's honestly not life-changing money, but whenever I get dividends on that month, just having the extra $500 to $700 makes me feel like a real millionaire. Just kidding, it doesn't feel like that yet, but it does feel pretty good. Maybe I should do a video of me just, randomly spending the dividends. Maybe not randomly spending, but spending on a way that's fruitful to the channel and can create good content as well, but really enjoying the fruits of my labor. Let me know in the comments down below if that's something that sounds fun to you guys. The risk here would be the fluctuation in stock price. So sometimes when the stock price drops, my portfolio inevitably turns red. But nowadays I get pretty excited when the stocks drop, because it just means that I can buy more at a discounted price. But if these returns seem too little for you, then the next level investing might just be your cup of tea. This brings us to level 3 in investing in options. I will say that this is the riskiest and most difficult part of investing, so please do your own research and don't just dive right into doing these things. I've been doing options trading, specifically selling of options. Options is a really big topic, so I'm not going to cover everything here. I do option selling because it's really lazy and easy way of earning income every single month, at least for me, not for anyone else, yeah? However, doing this requires a lot more capital and knowledge, which is why I left this to the end of this video. Options are a lot riskier, mainly because they are a form of leverage. Usually in options, we discuss things in terms of contracts. One contract is basically 100 shares, so in order to trade options, broadly speaking, you need to have enough money to buy 100 shares of the stock. Basically, when you sell options, you get to collect a premium, which is a sum of money that the buyer gives you. This is called a put option. So let's take a stock at $100 for example. Let's say you sell a put option for a strike price of $100 for 1 month expiry. You collect the premium for it, and after a month, if the price drops below $100, you will still buy it for $100. That's why you are paid the premium, because it is a guarantee that you will buy the stock no matter how low it goes. This means that you need to have at least $100 times 100 shares, which is $10,000 to execute this trade properly. Please note that this can only be done on US stocks and cannot be done on Singapore stocks. I usually sell options on the Alibaba stock, and I've been doing it for about 1 to 2 years. A good majority of my investment earnings actually have come from selling options. I've only earned a few $1,000s from dividends and stuff like that, but selling options has been the one that maybe have earned me around $5,000 to $10,000 throughout these last 2 years. Take January for example. I was able to actually sell 3 options and I earned a total of $559 US. This was using a capital of around $30,000 to $40,000 US, so a huge amount of capital, but you can see a huge amount of returns as well. It broadly translates to around 1 to 2% of returns every single month. So if you're able to do it properly, we're just extrapolating the results. You get at least around 12%, which beats the market return of the S&P 500. However, this is not foolproof for sure, because if the stock moves against you, then you'll be stuck in the stock and you won't be able to sell the options again for the next month. But as you know, high risk comes with high return. This is still a strategy that I'm playing around with for monthly return that will help me diversify my income sources as well. Hopefully this video has helped you guys to get started with investing on the Moomoo Singapore app and help you get a glimpse on how to progress your investing no matter what level you are at. If you enjoyed this video, then you'll probably enjoy this video here on how much money I spent in a month living in Singapore. Thanks for watching, have an amazing day as usual, and I'll see you guys in the next few videos. Bye bye.